All right, so recently the Federal Reserve reduced the Fed funds interest rate. And a lot of people see that. It was reduced by a quarter point or 25 basis points. And a lot of people think that the Fed funds rate is directly correlated to mortgage interest rates. It isn't. Mortgage interest rates are more tied to the 10-year Treasury. And with the interest rate, I think it might actually ticked up a little bit after the Jerome Powell Federal Reserve announcement. And that's because I think the news was baked in. There's predictions out there, and it was pretty much a sure thing that there'd be a rate cut. The encouraging thing, there could be two more additional rate cuts this year, maybe 25, maybe 50 basis points, which is good. When the Federal Reserve met, they have this graph that they always show. It's called a dot plot, and there's 12 Board of Governors from the Fed, or the FOMC, that predict the interest rates. And from even to the end of the year to next year, 2027, 2028, there's basically a graph that you see here. You can see that the rates kind of are projected to go down, which is good. The other thing to note here, there's a footnote that I always like to mention, is that with the Federal Reserve, they consider themselves a data-driven committee. And so that means as new data is presented or new data comes out of the economy, they have the discretion to update their forecast. But generally, it's good news that based on the Federal Reserve really has a dual mandate. It's inflation, it's jobs. There was some job revisions. I think over 900,000 was misstated recently, and so now the Federal Reserve, they were real focused on inflation. They still are, but it's almost swayed over to the job market. It's not doing as good as maybe we thought it was, and so that's putting pressure on rates to come down.